Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. So it's been now 3 weeks since I've been using the AirPods 2, and they have been amazing. So first off, let's compare them with the first generation. So let's start with the case. So first off, there's no big difference with the case from the second generation to the previous generation. You have the exactly same size, same weight, same everything, same button on the back if you are going to be connecting it with an Android smartphone. So yeah, it's just an exactly same design of that dental floss look that you have with the case. And now let's compare them with the first generation AirPods. So we have exactly the same design look to it. So Apple did not change the design look of the AirPods 2. It's the same iconic white color, exactly the same iconic design of the first generation of the AirPods. So Apple did not do a big design change with the case or the AirPods 2 earphones. Okay, so I've been using the AirPods 2 now for 3 weeks, and like I said earlier in the video, it's amazing. So first off, of course, you have that easy connection when you first set it up. You just open the case and then you just wait a couple seconds, and then they pop up on your screen to show that if you want to connect it to your iPhone. And it's just a really simple process, of course, that Apple owns, and that's why I love the AirPods, just because of the simplicity of being able to set up the AirPods for the very first time. Sound quality, there's not a big difference in sound quality that I found from using the first generation AirPods. They sound pretty much exactly the same in my ears. Maybe Apple did improve the sound quality, but to me it just sounds the same, exactly the same like the first generation AirPods. So the big difference with the AirPods 2 from the first generation is the H1 chip, which is their new chip on these AirPods 2. So the H1 chip allows you to easily connect faster to iOS devices, so your iPad or your Mac as well. Really fast, Apple says. Now, when I found that I use it, it still takes a little while, but yes, it does connect a little bit faster than before. Now, of course, if you make a lot of phone calls with your AirPods, you now have 2 hours plus of talk time as well. So if you use your phone, if you use your AirPods to make a lot of phone calls, then that's a plus right there. It's the same amount of time you have when you're listening to music or podcasts. It's up to 5 hours on a single first charge, and then of course it's 24 hours after when you plug it into your case to charge them up for a little while and then take them out, and then there you go. You have more power on your AirPods too. So that's pretty much it with the H1 chip. Oh, yeah, with the H1 chip. So it's just faster connection. You have, of course, a longer battery life when your talk time. But the biggest feature on the AirPods 2 is Hey Siri, hands-free Hey Siri. And Hey Siri, what time is it? Hey Siri, how's the weather outside? Hey Siri, how's the weather outside? That's what I've been, and that's what I was waiting for in a very long time, because in the first generation, the only way to use Siri was to use the touch controls on the air. You had to touch the AirPods, which 90% of the time when I tried, never worked for me. Now, whenever I want to just use Siri, I just say, "Hey, dingus," and then there you go. I don't even have to to touch the AirPods 2 or anything. I just say it, and I could just ask it a question, and it will give me a response through the AirPods. Now, of course, there's one thing that I wished Apple was able to do, or maybe can do, or is whenever you summon Siri with the AirPods 2, you don't get that ding sound like that on the iPhone or on the iPad, that when you use Siri, it makes a sound first, and then you could talk. When you're using when you want to use Siri on the AirPods 2, it just turns quiet, and then you just have to hope that it's listening to you at that very moment right there. So you don't have any sign or anything that Siri is actually listening to you. It just, everything, so if music is playing, then everything will stop, and then there you go. You can ask it a question and it will respond back to you if, of course, Siri is listening to you on the AirPods 2. So yeah, that's all thanks to the H1 chip inside those AirPods 2. So is the AirPods 2 a worthy upgrade from the first generation? So if you want hands-free Hey Siri, then yes, I highly recommend it that you do, because if you use Siri a lot, then yeah, it's well worth it, because who wants to touch your, you don't want to touch, gestures or anything like that when they don't work that well. So yeah, it's just a fantastic way to use Siri. And of course, if you use a lot of iOS devices like your iPad or your Mac, which is not an iOS device, but yeah, if you want to switch through devices and you're using your AirPods 2, you want faster connection, then that's a plus right there. If you want 2 hours talk time as well, then that's another reason why you could get the AirPods 2 as well. But what Apple did was, if you want to use wireless charging, if you want to have the wireless charging case, you can actually go to the Apple Store and buy separately the case, and it works with the first generation AirPods, since they are exactly the same size. So yeah, so is it a worthy upgrade? If you're looking for sound quality and music and all that stuff, then no, I don't recommend you upgrade them. You stay with the first generation. But if your first generation are giving you problems with battery life and everything like that, because you've been using them for a very long time now, it's been 2 years now since the first generations have been out, then yes, of course, you should go upgrade to the second generation AirPods. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for my 3 weeks review of the AirPods 2. So that's it for now, guys, and as always, I will see you guys later. Peace.